Planet Dolan.
Why does a country with no coastline on the sea celebrate a Day of the Sea? What in the world is the Night of the Radishes? From festivals about monkeys to naked men fighting over sticks, here are 10 of the most amazing and weird holidays and festivals from around the world.
Yeah, what's up YouTube fans? Spring of the One in the building. How we doing today? And today, guys, I got some crazy new content for your face. So here we go.
Number 10.
Punch Your Neighbor Festival. Every year in May, indigenous communities in the Andes Mountains of Bolivia engage in something known as the Tinco Festival. The origin of the festival is to satisfy a blood sacrifice to the goddess Pachamama. So what actually is the festival itself? Well, Tinco is a ritualized form of hand-to-hand combat, so the festival is one which regulated fighting essentially breaks out in the streets between villages, hence Punch Your Neighbor Day. While the festival is more orderly than it sounds, and it's only one part of a festival that also involves feasting, music, dancing, and drinking, it's still pretty brutal. Despite recently implemented safety measures, it's not even uncommon for people to die during a Tinco festival.
Number 9.
Day of the Sea. We're not done with you yet, Bolivia. We need to talk about why a country that is landlocked and has no access to the sea has something called Dia del Mar, the Day of the Sea. This is actually sort of a sad holiday, observing the War of the Pacific with Chile in the late 1800s. During that war, Bolivia lost control of the Toro province, a stretch of land with a harbor along the Pacific Ocean. That was Bolivia's only access to the ocean. So now, in remembrance, people celebrate the holiday by listening to sounds of the ocean over loudspeakers, having marches for Navy soldiers, and sometimes burning the Chilean flag in protest.
Number 8.
Hangul Day. It's ironic to think that you would get a day off from school to celebrate the alphabet, but that's exactly what happens in Korea for this holiday. The day is celebrated by South Korea on October 9th and North Korea on January 15th, and is a celebration of 15th century King Sejong, who invented the modern Korean alphabet known as Hangul. Prior to that, most Koreans used classic Chinese writing characters, but the writing system was complex and inaccessible to common people. Hangul was a simplified alphabet meant to increase literacy among Korean people and establish a distinct cultural identity from China. Everybody want to be different from China.
Number 7.
Day of the Geese. In Lequitio, in the Basque region of north-central Spain, you'll find a celebration known as Ansatz Iguna, Day of the Geese. This is not really so much of a celebration of geese where they're respected, it's more of a strange competition involving a goose. In this festival, a goose is covered in oil, tied to a rope, and hung over a river. Competitors take a boat down the river and leap off the boat trying to tear the oiled up goose's head off with their bare hands. Each competitor continues until they've either gotten the goose's head off or they slip off and fall into the water, and the next person gets a try. This competition has been going on for over 300 years, but animal cruelty advocates eventually got them to switch to using a dead goose instead of a live one.
Number 6.
Strawberry Day. The small town of Whittlesea puts on a festival every year in January to celebrate the harvest, and believe it or not, it doesn't actually involve bears at all. A strawberry is a folk character that is basically like a mound of wheat and straw collected into a somewhat human-like shape. So the festival involves dressing people as strawberries and parading them around town. The festival also involves street performances, dancing, and stage plays. At the end of the festival, the strawberry costume is burned to make way for a new one to be made from the next year's harvest.
Number 5.
Lop Buri Monkey Buffet. Just like it sounds, the monkey buffet in the Thai city of Lop Buri is all about monkeys. And no, it's not about eating monkeys, it's sort of the opposite. It's the monkeys who get to eat. A huge buffet is set out before them and they just sort of hang out and eat. The cultural significance of this event is basically non-existent. It was started in 1989 by a local businessman who wanted to increase tourism. So basically it's just a place for you to go hang out with monkeys where they will probably steal from you and throw poop at you after eating it. Or at least that's what the tourism office says about it. They'll probably slash your eyes too.
Number 4.
Hadaka Matsuri. On the third Saturday in February, Japan celebrates the Naked Festival. That's what it translates to anyway. It's not the most accurate name, since most of its participants aren't actually naked. They wear loincloths. It's also celebrated exclusively by men who will, in the middle of winter, essentially strip down in the cold and take part in a number of celebrations, often including swimming in ice-cold water. One of the most common events is to crowd up to catch Lucky Charm sticks thrown into the crowd by a Shinto priest, in hopes of being blessed with good luck for the coming year. I watch anime. I thought about that. Hadaka Matsuri, and I was like, I watch anime.
Number 3.
Naipi is the Balinese celebration of the New Year. A New Year's celebration isn't really anything new or unusual, but the way it's celebrated might be a bit surprising. The eve of Naipi has a procession of carrying torches to light bonfires for warding off evil spirits, but the day of? Total silence. It is a day of restriction. The entire city, including tourists and non-Hindu residents, is expected to adhere to the following rules. Fires and electricity are banned and nobody is allowed to work on travel. Bali's only airport is completely shut down during Naipi. Any form of entertainment or self-amusement is not allowed either. Some even take this so far as to mean that you are not allowed to speak or eat. Beaches and streets are eerily empty for the day, and social activity won't pick up until the next day.
Number 2.
Night of the Radishes. December is a month full of holidays. You got Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's, Boxing Day, and of course, the Night of the Radishes. The Night of the Radishes is actually a Christmas-related holiday in Oaxaca, Mexico. On December 23rd, they carve radishes for Christmas, kind of like how people carve pumpkins for Halloween. The tradition began as a way for merchants to draw shoppers to the town plaza. They would carve intricate designs into the red skin of the radishes, hoping to sell them to people as Christmas decorations. The practice became so common and unique to the area, Oaxaca's mayor declared it an official celebration in 1897.
Number 1.
Holi. If you haven't yet found a holiday that you might like to celebrate, maybe this one will change your mind. The Hindu festival of color and love is a huge event all over India. It is one day in which people are asked to come together, forget about their differences and grudges and societal positions, and simply celebrate together, dousing each other in brightly colored dyes and powders. The mythological roots behind Holi celebrate the triumph of good over evil and the importance of togetherness, and that's something we can all appreciate. Even if you can't make it to India, you can always just give somebody a hug and then smear some paint on their face.
Check out the latest Dolan card update, Nixiumville. A new character, heaps of new skins, a new power up, new level, daily missions, and offline mode. Download from the Android or iOS App Store and start racing today for free.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.